Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. And presenting before you this wonderful lesson is Hampir Clement. So, we have been doing chemical kinetics, and I taught you how to find the rate law, how to find the overall rate of reaction, and also how to find the kinetic constant K. So, this time around, I think we have a very interesting question under chemical kinetics, and the following data were measured for the reaction. So I've been given this reaction, then I've been given that data, and now the question was asking us to find to write the rate law for this reaction. Then we are also asked to calculate the overall order of the reaction. Then from there, we are also asked to calculate the rate constant with proper units. Okay, so I think just that. Don't focus so much on it anyway. Okay, but if you feel like finding it, you can calculate it. But for now, let's focus on the three questions. So of course, I calculated this for you. So I think first of all, let me start first of all by explaining order with respect to ammonia. So like in my previous video, I remember showing you how to calculate this. You just use the formula, the reaction rate 1 over reaction rate 2 equal to the concentration of the reaction 2 over the concentration of reaction 1. Then of course you just get the figures and you place them in there, and then if you divide by, you discover that this side you get 0.5, this side you get 0.5, then exponent y. And of course, since the bases are the same, you just equate everything to the powers, and that is how we got y equal to 1. And of course, I remember I showed you that if you get y equal to 1, then it's a first order reaction. Okay, so we get to the second. Now to the second, if you try to do it in its individual capacity, where you say R3, R2, or anything, it will give you a wrong answer. Okay, it won't be able to fit. So I wrote a letter X there to simply show you that you don't use that formula like that. But then whenever something like this fails, guys, all you have to do is this. It's a very simple concept, but all you have to do is simply to equate anything. You can get R4 or you can get R3, you can get R2, you can get anything, but provided that the concentration for a particular reactant between the two must be maintained. So like for example, I picked R4 and R3 basically because the concentration of ammonia at these particular points were maintained. Okay, it was 0.1. So what I'm going to do, I'll say R4 over R3, then I'll get all the concentrations of this particular element and the other at these particular numbers. Okay, the concentrations are that particular numbers. So that is why I got 0.35 to the power x. That is the concentration for that particular substance at reaction 4. Then I divide with the concentration at reaction 3. The same thing also for ammonia reaction, concentration at reaction 4, concentration at reaction 3. Then from there, I know that since those two are the same, they will maintain. They will maintain, and of course we power them to 1 because uh, the red sorry the it's a first order reaction, so we power them to 1, and of course any number to the power 1 is that number. That is how I got 0.1 like that. But then from there, what we do, we have to cancel what is the same, which is similar, and that is why I cancel 0.1 and I cancel those two and I remain with that. And of course, if you divide on the right, you get 1.749. This side you get 1.75, and of course if you round off, you discover that they will be the same. And of course you just use the same concept, exponent x. This is exponent 1. You cancel out the bases. Since they are the same, you get a first order reaction. And of course, the red law is simply constant K, the reaction of that particular substance with that to that particular substance. It's a product. And of course, um, the reaction orders is just a 1, and the other one was also 1. That is why we put 1 exponent 1 there. And the overall order of reaction is simply the summation of all the powers. That is 1 plus 1. And that is how we got 2. But then I have given you work, that is C. I want you to calculate the constant K together with its valid units. And of course, you get 5 marks for that. So make sure that you inbox me on my WhatsApp line. Don't you forget to share to others as well. And if you have a question, comment. And of course, we are here. This is my WhatsApp line in green. Please don't forget to share. And please don't forget to comment and support our channel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.